I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P, and a lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious, I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Hey, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Yeah. What's good with you? One more time. Welcome to the program. Let's go live with Lamont King. I'm Lamont King, and we are live. Let's go. Let's do it. Broadcasting live from the Nerve Center, Command Center of Operations, the Drunken Fruit, newly remodeled Drunken Fruit Studios, courtesy of drunkenfruit.com. It's adult candy. That's who's making it all happen. Good to see y'all, man. We in the Drunken Fruit Studios. You know what it is.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Thank you, sir. Good to have y'all, man. Welcome back to the world. We made it. Made it out the weekend into another week. It's good. It's so good to see you. I got to run that back. I got a new intro. See something, share something. If you see something, share something. That means if this video is playing on your timeline, repost it, share it, like it, do whatever. If you're on YouTube right now, turn the notifications on, hit share and all that. Got a new intro beat. I got to go back to it. Hold on, pause. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. That's my joy right there. Shout out to you got the new beats, man. It's a whole new week. A lot of things brand new. All new everything. All right, this is what it is. We with the show. Become a patron if you want to get down with the get downs in Patreon. Mr. Lamont King. Become a patron. Slide us. You subscribe to the program and the other content that we are rolling out momentarily inside the Patreon. And also, if you just want to give loose support, Cash App Lamont King 06, because we are 100% viewer supported by viewers just like you. All right. Peanut Gallery, what up? Shout out to our executive producer, Mr. Clarkson, John Watson from All Fun and Games. Show was off the hook on Friday. We got some we got exclusive behind the scenes footage that we may release or this Friday that John's holding on to. You feel like John said, you feel like Mama rapping over that, John? All right, let me play it again then. We gotta get some lyrics for this. We gotta go in the studio. Go in the studio and lay some verses down, man. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. All right. I need a hook. Drinking the water too fast. I need a hook. Who among you can lay down a hook? Let's go live hook. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. Down in the valley when the girls get naked. Yeah. One more time for the good times, man. One more time. Y'all silly. So if you don't know the down in the valley where the girls get naked, that is the theme song, the intro for the hit television show stars hit show P-Valley, which is short for Pussy Valley. And we got caught binge watching it this week. I had no clue. I had heard about some things. If you want to jump on at any time and talk about whatever we talking about, find us on Skype. Here it is. I was not hip to what the show was about. I had heard some things at work, but I didn't really dial in. I didn't really clue in. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. And then I heard it was, some trendy activity on there. And I was like, oh, all right, it's one of them. So I watch it, right? First episode, second episode, third episode. I was like, oh, this is dope. This kind of like, imagine if it was like School Days meets Greenleaf meets, like The Wire or Chirac. But all of those things directed by Lee Daniels. That's what P Valley is, Pussy Valley. Very, very dark, like Power, almost kind of a musical. Real dark hood. A lot of people doing bad accents, local accents, but storyline very, very realistic, very relatable. A lot of TNA. And then yeah, it took a turn. So the club. Now I'm not shocked. Don't get me wrong, because I made a sarcastic post on Facebook about how I got to see season 4, and I seen a man on man sex scene, and I was like, well, that was a series finale for me. You know what I'm saying? It's over. I don't really have interest. And then you got people that jump out there. Wow, you can't watch man on man butt sex? Are you homophobic? You can watch a heterosexual sex scene, but you can't watch a homosexual sex scene. It just boggles my mind. And this ain't even today's topic, but it just boggles my mind how people get so defensive about other people's likes and preferences. It's weird. It's riveting television. It's compelling storyline. In episode 4, I just wasn't ready to see that in that moment. Can I still be, an ally if I choose not to watch male butt sex on TV while I'm chilling and lounging? Can I still be a friendly if I just don't want to see it in that moment? I don't understand why do we get this rap where if you're not all the way in favor and you don't love it, you're against it. That's the stupidest concept in the world. I just was not expect that man to take that man in that manner at that moment. I didn't get a warning, but I should be still okay. That should be okay for me to push pause and not want to come back to that. I should be okay with that. I'm man enough to know, secure in my pettiness, to know that if I don't want to see that, I could turn it off. Like, I don't understand why do we got to get labeled because I ain't want to see it. He took that man. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, there's whatever. People on Twitter, well, why did you have a problem with it? I was like, because I said it's like Greenleaf and School Days if Spike Lee and Lee Daniels co-directed. That's what I said on Twitter. Why? What was your problem with it? And I was like, I said it was a good show. I just, I'm good on it. I know where the plot is going, and I'm good on it. On to the next show. You know what I'm saying? Everything ain't for everybody, but shout out to them. But yeah, and I can say it. We're adults, man on man butt sex. I didn't get offended by it. I didn't be like, oh no, this is ruining society. I just didn't want to watch it. Why is that so hard? Why is that so hard for people to understand? I'm not phobic because that didn't appeal to me in that moment. I didn't want to see it. So yeah, but great show though. I mean, there's some twists and some turns. Yeah, so there's that. We still catching up on Greenleaf. We're in halfway through season 3. I understand. Spoiler alert. I don't say nothing in the chat. I get it. The season is over and something major happened. but we at the end of season 3. I got 2 more seasons to go. I'm binge watching slowly, 2 or 3 episodes at a time. Don't worry about me. I'm not one of them people that, I gotta know. And if a certain amount of time pass, it ain't the same. No, bitch, it is the same. I'm still enjoying the program. I know that y'all know more than me. If you watch Greenleaf out there, I'm at the point when Basie just comes back. Let me have that. Let us enjoy that. Basie Skanks just came back to check his wife. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at. I know there's 20 episodes to go, and a lot of shit is about to happen. I don't need you to let me in on that. So that's how I watch TV. I don't get all emotionally involved and all that and be all dramatic. Well, did you hear? No, we ain't got to do all that. So, but P-Valley, great show, dark, got its little funny moments. So, you watch, and they got butt sex. So, that's fine. I ain't judging. Don't judge me. I ain't gonna judge the show. Don't judge me. I ain't gonna judge you for watching it. Don't judge me for not wanting to watch certain parts. Come on, man. It's 2020. Shit already weird. Don't make it worse. That's a t-shirt. It's 2020. Shit already weird. Don't make it worse. I'm just here for the theme song, man. Down in the valley where the girls get naked. That's what I'm here for. That's it. Lonnie said P-Valley is Greenleaf and the first 48. Ah! That's funny. All right. So yeah, we got a couple people calling through, man. I got some questions today that I was kind of, shut up. I got some questions today. 2 things is on my mind, man. This post office situation and Diamond and Silk. I don't know if y'all seen Diamond and Silk. If you're familiar, wait a minute, let me make sure. Make sure the homie has the right. Stand by. The right information to jump on the show. Because, things happen, man. This is live TV. So anyway, Diamond and Silk used to be these 2 minstrel, Heckle and Jekyll type conservative voice boxes that got down with the Republican Party, like right before Trump got in around 2016. They got on payroll, and we used to hear from them at campaign rallies, and then they got hired. But it might have been earlier than that. They got hired for the RNC to do these videos for Fox News, and it never really. Well, I'm not gonna say it never got off the ground, but it didn't really get a lot of traction. But they were doing it, and they were being paid. Then there was a little scandal that came out that was like, man, y'all really don't think this way. Y'all grifting. Y'all just getting that money. And they disputed it. And then they were showing up at think tanks, and then they were guest speakers, and then they were like pundits. It's the two women that present as black from like Georgia or South Carolina they look like Baps. They really look like Baps. Remember that old Halle Berry movie? I don't even know the other lady that was in that movie, but that's what they look like. And they were sister girl. And that Trump is a good man, honey. Child, this Republican Party is the party of Lincoln, blah, blah, blah. Did that for about 5 years and was getting money. So in last year, they got dumped by Fox News. So now, today, they're claiming that Fox is a racist organization that fired them and blackballed them for reasons unknown. So let's get to that story real quick. But let me bring in our first guest. Make sure she's here and good to go. India Sweet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go live. What's good with you?
You really gave me no time to get myself together.
What do you mean?
I was signing on, but I thought I was going to have a minute to like compose myself.
Oh,
it's like, hey, here you go.
I'll take you out. You want me to take you out? You want to get yourself?
Good. No, I'm good.
I'll take you out. It's just that easy. And welcome back. What do you want, Andy? What do you want? So good to see you. You're radiating.
Incorrigible.
All right, so I'm talking about for Diamond and Silk. You familiar with what happened today?
No, with who?
Diamond and Silk. You know what that is? All right, so we're about to read the story together. Yeah, yes, it'll make you do that. All right, so yes. And yes. All right, here we go. So apparently, these are two Republican surrogates that were, the voice boxes for the Republican Party, minstrels, monkeys on a string. That was harsh, but you get the gist.
Look, sometimes we can say it. It's okay. Look
Yeah,
at it. I mean, look at it though.
yeah.
See,
But
this is
look,
why. Okay, I'm not
I
gonna.
went to the Daily Mail because they have the best headlines. So they're saying Diamond and Silk suggest that Fox News executives ordered a hit on them, and then this is the picture that they pull, which is hilarious. And this is from obviously, that's from an NRA. That picture is from a 2018 NRA leadership forum, which is insane.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so here's the story. In their new book, the MAGA Star Sisters accuse Fox News of a racist double standard and giving them the boot for saying the same things its white stars regularly claim. So they got a book coming out. So you know how that goes. Yeah, obvious surprise. So they got a book coming out.
Can we make sure that we talk about Michael Cohen's book though? Just so I don't forget. Okay.
Yeah. So basically in the book they're alleging that Fox let them go only because they were black for saying the same things that the other anchors, Hannity included, are saying about or were saying about COVID-19, and that it was fake, it was man-made, you don't need a mask, blah blah blah. And so they're alleging that they got let go. So in the excerpt of the new book, I didn't even know their real names. Lynette Hardaway and Rochelle Richardson. They said that Fox Network repeatedly threw them under the bus, and they suggest that the network cut ties with them as a retaliatory hit against President Trump. Predator Trump. That was a Freudian slip. Predator Trump. Let's see. Let's go. In one particularly revealing section of the book, they said that Fox white primetime stars have gotten away with pushing COVID-19 misinformation, similar to the claims that resulted in the black duo's expulsion. We had dared ask two questions, and they let us go. After what they said and tweeted, you won't be seeing them on Fox Nation or Fox News anytime soon. That's how I imagine it would sound if they said.
Is that?
They don't have video, so I gotta imagine that's how they said it. Wait, come back in. No,
Are you? Am I there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You're pretty
What
good.
you saying? Is that a what?
Is that how you imagine when they were talking about this? They sound.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm pretty sure that there's audio and it sounds just like that.
Yeah.
You won't see us again. I don't know how. Look, one quote even said that they said, we feel like we're victims of the systemic racism that everybody's talking about. What? What, bitch? What?
Do you get to claim that now? Is that what we get to claim? Is that what we're claiming now?
Systemic racism.
Is that what we're
Yeah, buddy.
It's Fox News. Faux news, as I like to call them. Faux news. I don't even call them Fox, just news.
All right, so Michael Cohen's book. What's where we at with it? What's the interesting? What's your hot take on it?
Sizzle take, like just for the headlines, or like real consequential take?
Consequential take.
Because there are two.
Because I feel like
two takes.
Well, we got time. Well, let's get both.
Okay, so which one do you want?
Let's get the sizzle.
Where are we going? We gonna do sizzle? Well, sizzle. I mean, he's talking about he knows about all the prostitutes and he can validate the golden showers in Vegas. So the golden showers are a real thing.
That's not consequential.
So compared to the other news,
Oh, okay.
no.
Okay.
No, no.
Go
Normally,
on.
in normal times, yes, Mr. King. In normal times, that would be consequential news. But today, it's a sub headline to the bigger. He was the actual channel in setting up with the Russia and the whole collusion and the thing, and with the him and Vladimir Putin. And I know where the bodies are laid. You know, literally and figuratively. He says, I do not know. So that is why they even arrested him when he was out on his. Because arrested him again. He was let out from COVID and then out just regular whatever. They locked him up again, and then the courts were like, "Come on, like we just let him go. We can't do all of this because they knew this was coming." And but yeah,
So wait a minute. I remember the interviews a couple weeks ago. So you're saying the book is out now, but didn't hadn't all the
it's
experts?
pre-order. No, it's pre-order. I'm thinking they're going to drop it a little closer to the election. Right now, far away. Right now, it's too far away. News cycles change too fast. So we need this to be on people's minds and still talking about it. I mean, because you thought it would have been over by the John Bolton book, but oh my gosh, so much has happened
Right.
since then. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
maybe that's what
So
I'm confusing then. Maybe that's what I'm
you
mixing up.
what's that?
I may be mixing up with the John Bolton book because I was like, didn't somebody just drop a bombshell book that wasn't bombshell?
No, it was. It was, but in the middle of civil unrest
Okay.
and a pandemic, the treasonous president, which he's already gone on trial for, convicted but not removed. We know. You should have said this. We already knew. Thanks, but yeah, you know what I mean? But this is the actual charges book, if that makes sense.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
All right. Let's slow walk this. Let's unpack it.
Yeah.
So the golden showers, right? Is he given or taken? That's the question that the people want to know.
Oh,
Oh, he's
oh.
taken.
No. Am
Okay.
I glitching?
Yeah, you were
Huh?
right. Yeah, right after golden and in between shower. Oh no! Inside scoop. Okay, so Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer, he said Michael Cohen released the forward of his book, Disloyal, last Thursday. So, my guess, what we would love for him to do is release the whole book in its entirety, but by the chapter. If he does that just in time for the elections, that would be an awesome thing. And we'll wait to get India back on it. Oh, it's raining. Oh, it's raining outside. Oh, okay, East Coast. All right. Yeah, exactly. We start talking that talk, and she lost her G's. That's how it goes, man. We been having our G's up, man. Some of us be 4G, 5G, but then as soon as you start talking that talk, you lose all your G's, fam. We start losing our G's. You know what I mean? They investigate and they run. All
Won't
right.
let me be great.
Yeah, yeah,
Won't
yeah.
let me be great.
All right, so you say he's probably taken in the golden showers, but the consequential charges, what do those look and sound like? And how do you know this? Did you get a manuscript of pre-release?
Well, you have to understand. You have to understand. I have my ear to the ground. No,
Absolutely.
I mean, no, it's been everywhere. No, it's been
Okay.
everywhere. And last week, I was really under the weather last week. So the only thing I could do was kind of like lay and watch television.
Okay.
So I kind of caught, not even the news cycles, the late night news cycles, because that's my news cycles, Colbert and Trevor.
Hmm.
And no, it's crazy because yeah, disloyal. But Michael Cohen, he's like that lovable gup that, is the patsy and you want him to kind of win in some kind of way to come back. But yes, this will drop. I think I want to say September, but it's still a lot of time. It's still a
So
lot of time.
you're honest. What do you think will happen? You use the word consequences. I'm of the train of thought that there are none anymore for these types of people, these individuals. So the book, and then what?
The book and then what?
Yeah.
The book and then what? The book, you know what? Then what? For me at this point, I am not so focused on then what for him. I kind of want to be for us what we need to do. because I want to focus on freaking mobilizing right now. I want to turn election day into the block party day in every city around the country. I want
Okay.
everybody to bring out their cookout chairs, spray your name on the back of your chairs like my uncle would, so you know who it is by the end of the night. Everybody come out and pitch in together. I want to focus on that right now because he's going to be him. He's going to steal mailboxes. This little SOB going to do whatever he can. We've been through more. You know what I mean? So let's stand up right now. Let's get from behind our damn. Everybody want to be keyboards. This is your time to actually be real gangster and do something that actually matters. So that's what I kind of want to put my energy to.
All right.
That's
So let me give you some. I'm with all of that, right? But I'm
right.
always here for the counter. And
Come
for
on,
me,
my auntie.
the counter is he's claiming that the election is going to be rigged, but his maneuver is actually rigging the election.
Oh yeah, that's how he operates though. That's
Right.
how he operates full front of you.
Yeah.
He tells you what he's going to do.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's what I don't even get. Like, there is no even Nixon Watergate because he doesn't do it behind the doors, at the end of a news. He does it right in your face. Hey, Russia, do you know where the emails are, Russia? Can you do me a favor? He acts in front of everyone. It wasn't collusion. Oh, I was just kidding. No, we know what you did. You know what I mean? It's not tongue in cheek. It's not funny. He tells you he's going to cheat. He's going to cheat. So right now we have to know this.
But so that's to my point though. Like election
Oh, but
day.
I am full. It's fine because if we do what we are supposed to do, that's all that matters. Then Nancy Pelosi and our government will take over. Trust. I'm going to stop
I get it.
speaking.
No,
I'm
no,
going to stop speaking now.
no,
I'm
your
going to
G's,
stop speaking now.
are
But
still up.
what
I'm looking.
all
Your
I'm going to
G's,
say,
you still got your G's on here. They showing your levels are still good. They still good.
they're good. Am
It's
I up? Am I
it's
down?
actually a meter. It actually has a meter that's doing that.
Is
Yeah.
it? Is it really? Oh, okay. Um,
But no. So what I'm
and
saying
let
is,
Nancy be able to
even
do what
with
they
the
need to
cookout,
do.
even with the election day cookout, and everybody doing that, mobilized effort. Everybody pitching in and doing their part. But it's somebody in every precinct with a black hat and black gloves coming around and stealing the bags out the back door. Like that still could happen.
No, you're right. You are right. That is 100% true.
Like it's enough for
I
them to
can't
do it.
disagree with that.
It's
I
enough for
can't
them to do
disagree
it.
with that. I cannot disagree with
That's
that.
the tough part.
But we have to have if we have enough precincts where we are, and here's the thing, like I don't I don't think they want that. Like that will be the end of it. Like that's going to be the straw and the camel, and I don't think our country, yeah. So I don't think it's going to be that bad. I'm
Mhm.
not anticipating that.
Right.
And especially if we can get out in our precincts, and yeah.
Well, part of and I had this discussion this week too. Part of the way you beat the cheat, that's a T-shirt. Part of the way you beat the cheat and get past the
I like
fraud.
it. Write that down.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down. Beat the cheat. Part of the way you beat the cheat and get past the fraud is landslide. People that say voting don't matter and blah blah blah. And I'm not gonna my one vote don't count. And then it come down to like 12,000 votes out of 300
And
million.
that's what
So
that's why we're here, Mr.
yeah,
King.
yeah, yeah,
We are here because like 12,000 votes
yeah,
in one state
yeah.
when 70,000 black folks didn't
And I
vote.
say that to
So
say you can't cheat the landslide. Like
you
if
can't
it's a
cheat the landslide.
landslide
That's
in the
not
popular
true.
vote, then
Like
it's like
that's why
yeah.
we have to, like, it needs to be, everybody needs to save up whatever day. I don't know what days off now with COVID. I don't even know what life is like on a sick leave chart. You know what
True
I
that.
mean? But it needs to be a day that everybody, you are allowed to vote. You know what I mean? That's the one thing you are allowed to do. You are allowed to vote. So make sure if you got a call, you take somebody, you stay. Like, we just have to do it together. We have
And
to. And it's literally that, or it's like vote or die. It's been vote or die
yeah,
before, but this
it's the real
year, it is the real
and
deal. You know what
Mr.
I mean?
Clarkson put up information in the chat for working the polls.
Yes, it does always come down to
Yeah.
Florida. Maybe, I don't know. I guess you can't. Maybe we can start a rumor. There's like, free meth if you go vote.
Nice. I like it.
You know what I
Well, not a
mean?
rumor. Not a rumor. Maybe we could hand out meth.
Backhand,
We can hand out
you
meth.
know.
I mean, Yeah,
backhanded. You know what I mean? That would get the Floridians to the
yeah,
polls.
got meth.
So I
Have a
think we
shirt
need
that says
to.
got meth,
Okay,
and
got
yeah,
meth.
and just
You're on fire
yeah.
today. You're usually not this funny.
Oh,
You're on fire
oh,
today.
hey,
Yes, that's pretty good. Got meth. I like
wrong
that.
sound effect. Dang,
Got
missed opportunity
meth.
right there. Um,
Yes, we need purple to work the polls.
no,
Yes.
so to that, I'm like, I would do that. I think I may do that this year.
And it's so funny because I made sure I changed my voter registration to New Jersey and not back in Maryland because I know Maryland is already going to be blue. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to make sure my little vote counts up in this little red area. I'm going to do what I
Yeah,
do. I don't,
I wouldn't mind.
care.
I
I'm trying
wouldn't
to
mind.
put as many people as I
I wouldn't
can.
mind volunteering and just giving everybody a stern look just for 12 hours. Just standing at the door. Hey, good morning.
Well, that's your
Yeah,
normal. So
yeah,
that's kind of like
I
your
would do it.
resting
Yeah,
face. So
and
it'll
hey,
work.
you good?
Yeah.
You okay?
No, okay, not
Yeah.
so much. That's a little
No,
much.
not the stakes
We
are high.
don't want to scare
The
the
stakes I
people.
want to. That's the whole point.
Okay, but who do we want to scare? We want to invite the people we want to vote.
Well, if you're in
We
line,
don't.
you've already made your decision on what you're here to do. I just when you get to the door, if I'm working at the door, I just want you
Yeah.
to, hey, good luck. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need, though. But this whole taking up the post office, and I'm trying to. The plan is to hear from an actual letter carrier on their route before the end of the show.
Mm,
But the taking up
mm,
of the mailboxes, I'm so lost.
mm.
I'm literally. This is how dumb I feel in 2020. I'm literally watching things happen. I'm paying attention,
Yeah.
and I still don't
I
understand
still.
how how
How is
how
this
is
happening?
how is it happening?
How is this happening?
No one has explained. There's no justification. There's no reasoning, rationale. No one is. This is because of that.
I
No
know.
one. They just put the fucking locks on the mailbox. You
Backed
can't
up the
mail.
flatbed. Backed up the flatbed. Dipped it down. Picked them up and drove them away.
But then the ones that they left, they put these super
Oh yeah. Oh, there
red
you
box left.
can't even use them. You
You
just
can't
can't
mail.
even use them.
And no one's saying what. And for those people who are still on the fence about every fucking thing, like you're literal. Everything you learned in school is coming to a screeching halt.
Out the
You
window.
you
Out.
you use all these words that you see on TV. Oh, this is socialism. Oh, it's a threat to democracy. Like it's literally happening to you in front of you, and
Like this.
you're being
Yes.
lulled to sleep. Like
Yeah.
I always say, 34 Germany when it all kicked off when he
Yeah.
rose to power and was chilling for like 6 years talking shit, and then in 1938 he started getting it popping. Like this is that time period where
Well, according to the president, the 1918 pandemic ended
oh yeah,
World War II.
World War II. The
It 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 it,
1917.
it
Yeah,
1917.
yeah.
Sorry,
And,
1917. It ended the Second World War. Yes.
but it's really it boggles my mind how people take these things like you there are singular issues that you just harp on because that's all you read. You didn't read any further. So you're like, they're not gonna take our goddamn guns, and then that's it. You go buy some cereal and some dental floss and some toilet paper, and then that's your day. You said it. You
Yeah.
don't know anything beyond that. But meanwhile, the things that are actual liberties and freedoms are being walked out the back fucking door. Like, and how do you not even? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. So let's see. John said you can send mail from your home mailbox. I don't even know how that's a thing. Removing the blue collection box.
Wait.
Yeah,
You're
what does it mean?
joking, right? You're joking, right?
Yeah, are they coming to pick
You
it up?
do you know what that little thing on the side of your mailbox is? That little red thing when you put it up, that means you've got mail in your mailbox, and the mail carrier has to take your mail. You know that,
Right,
right?
right.
You know that's a thing. Like no mail, pick me up. No mail, pick me
But
up.
everybody don't have them mailboxes though.
No, everybody doesn't, but I do
That's in a
believe when
home.
the huh?
That's if you got a home with a front yard.
I'm sure that everybody can mail from your mail because that's directly going to your mail carrier.
Your
They're
mail
picking up.
carrier he ain't doing that type of work.
Not these days,
They're not
no,
doing that
because
type.
they have a
Yeah,
lot to do. It takes 2 weeks to mail a card across town. Yeah,
work.
yeah. People's medicines, people's pension checks, people's social security checks. You know what I mean?
But
So
even
what?
with
So what?
the post office has the post office has had their funding cut over the years, and they've been, slow to hire and short staffed and all that. So I get that prices go up because people aren't mailing. I can email you as opposed to physically mail. So I get all that, but removing the mailboxes and essentially shutting the postal service down
Yeah,
with no explanation, like
n-
I just
none.
it
Not even
befuddles me.
a little
It
bit.
befuddles me.
And the crazy thing is Amazon was getting ready to go into their own whole delivery system this year. Again, we somebody really needs to talk about Lex Luthor, but I guess there's so much going on. Maybe after the election,
Wait a minute,
we
who's
can
Lex
talk
Luthor? Jeff Bezos?
Jeff Bezos. We could talk about him, and we could because that right there that terrifies me a lot more than a whole lot of other things.
Okay,
But
so
that's
I'm glad you brought that up. I went to Whole Foods today for the first time in about 3 months. What they were doing in there was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
what are they doing?
They're doing the whole, they did. If I don't know how your Whole Foods is, but there's the little section where, there's people who might have ordered, some groceries, and they up front packing them up, and then
Okay.
they'll run them out to a deliverer.
hmm
The entire store. I thought I was in Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. I mean, people was walking around the groceries, the woody, and
What do you mean entire store? Entire
like
store?
it
What?
was like little people on the ladders, like and they got these silver pouches. They're literally there's no one in this. It's like a factory, a sweatshop factory, and I'm not exaggerating. This was today. Thousands of orders. They're doing grocery shopping for the world. No one is coming near it. I'm in there because I'm like, it's open. I can grocery. They in there, they like, dum, dum, dum. It was like assembly line. Doopity doo. I was like, this is the weird, what in the cult?
What is
I'm
wrong
talking
with
like
you?
50,
So
50 employees.
wait a minute, wait a minute.
They
So
on ladders and marching with buckets and brooms. And, you know what I'm saying? They were-
so nobody else was grocery shopping. You were the only person, and you could grocery shop.
yes.
It just everybody else was ordering.
Well, everybody else was working, filling orders in these silver Amazon pouches, and they were rolling them up, and one person was rolling and hit pass, and the other person put the label on, and the other person tossed it to this other
You
person,
are
puts
so
it in a
dramatic.
bin.
That is not.
No,
That
I'm
is
trying
so.
to tell you, I guarantee you, it was the scariest. I thought I was in one of them Willy Wonka.
That is not. No, I haven't been to the Whole Foods here since before the pandemic. I go to my little. I have a. I'm up here, so I have the shop rights and the Stop and Shops. So mine are just they're very quiet, and I just went because Michael would go for the longest time. He went up until like July.
Mm.
I really had not gone grocery shopping at all. I was paranoid. I was like,
No,
I
see,
do it.
they're in the chat
It's
talking. If
not
I'm serious, I'm dead serious. It was
that.
the weirdest thing I've seen, and the reason why I said that when you talked about Bezos is because that's once he takes over systems.
Mm-hmm.
If he took over the post office, that's exactly how it would look.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
was a
hmm
what do you call that? What do you call that? Assembly line.
Yes.
It was the
Yeah.
weirdest assembly line. They were doing
Yeah.
everyone's grocery shopping. They were
Yeah.
filling orders, and I was like, oh, this is the new way because you really don't have to leave.
But that's the Bezos way. That's the Amazon warehouse way.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
these Amazon warehouses that are hundreds of thousands of square feet. You know what I mean? So he knows to implement an assembly line from one place to another, and so he probably he got them.
And I'm sitting there in line waiting to go. There was one person in front of me, and I was like, man, what if this is the new experience? I wonder what that would even feel like. You never grocery shop or even see the items.
And that's I did it with them one time, and this was before everything went down. I had Amazon Prime. It was like they were just doing the delivery in my area. Hey, something something off. Okay, I'll get some. And the entry to my building, they like left my groceries there, had no clue, had to like walk. It was like a whole thing, right? My stuff was still, it was still okay, whatever. So I'm like pissed, I'm heated, whatever. Like immediately, they refunded all my money and then gave me like a $50 gift certificate for like next time. I was like, so I still had decent steaks
Mm.
and wings for
Yeah,
free.
when,
So I
when
couldn't
they
complain.
when they launch them drones, it's gonna be a wrap. Oh man, you talking about scary?
Look.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing left. That's the
Trying to
next.
tell you, trying to tell you, it's a thing. It's a thing. I have driven. It's an area up here because you know in New Jersey there are a lot of companies. I don't know if you know there are like a lot of manufacturing companies. A lot of headquarters are up here,
Okay.
and one area you drive by and there's this Amazon parking lot where I'm not lying when there's got to be at least 3 to 500 Amazon vans just sitting ready to go in this huge parking lot. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
And
So
and those are ones that aren't out yet.
that are not out.
They don't even haven't
Yeah.
hired drivers yet.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, man. If you watching this and you got a college age child and you're trying to figure out I can't figure out my major. I don't want what to do in life. Mom, help me. I need a mentor. You don't need a mentor. You don't need a major. You need the ability to drive a box truck or a sprinter van because that pretty soon that's gonna be the only jobs left.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
dead ass.
Yeah.
That's gonna be the industry to
Yeah.
go into.
Yeah.
Delivery driver,
Yeah.
unfortunately. So tell your little 17 ATOs, get that C class license. You don't even need it for the sprinter vans.
No.
Just know how to work that sliding door and them
No.
signals, and you
No,
good to
and
go.
that's what they were. And most of these were like those sprinter van types where if you had a license, you go. You don't know no CDL or any
Yeah.
extra licensing needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man,
So,
strange times, man. What
man,
so you said you in Jersey. What y'all looking like for school? Because that's right around the corner. You made the decision yet? The decision.
oh no, our kids are homeschooled. Our kids are going to be homeschooled.
Oh,
Well, not homeschooled, but from
school's
home,
at home. Yeah.
schooled at home,
Yeah.
because there's a fundamental difference between the two.
There is. There is.
But long story short, Governor Murphy said there has to be an in-person option and online. But then he walked it back and said all schools can open virtually completely if they would like. So then that changed the local school board here
Mm.
and where I am to say, okay, let's reevaluate because if we can just do strictly virtual, that's probably what we might consider that because that's what the teachers union wants. Long story, even a friend of mine's and parents are not happy and they want to actually protest this.
Oh
And
wow.
I'm like, this is a sticky situation because if these teachers don't feel safe, coming back, you can't be mad at them. You know what I mean? If you're looking around the country right now, not a lot of places can do this great because, there's probably like 15 elementary schools in this area, but only 2 high schools.
Mm.
So even if those elementary schools might be half, okay, with kids home and school, those high schools are terrible. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, and then you have the teachers who are at that vulnerable age, and then what you gonna do?
Yeah. And then I seen there was a story earlier today about a kid going back to school who knowingly had it. And
This
so
is my thing.
there's a lot wrong with that. There's the parents who dropped him off. There's him who knew.
But did the parents know? Did he know?
Everybody
Because
knows.
kids were already having COVID parties, like that was a
Yeah.
thing. So you think they're not gonna have somebody that's gonna try to get sick to shut the whole joint? They're like,
Oh
they're,
yeah. Oh yeah.
you know what I mean?
No,
So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like I can't do
It's
it,
like them
and
fake bomb
people.
threats back in the day, but
You
it'd be
said
real.
what?
Remember them fake bomb threats because you didn't want to take the test?
bomb
Somebody
threat,
called it that. Yeah.
the
Fire
fire
alarm. Yeah.
alarms, all of those. You know what I mean? This is like that on 1000. Like you coming
Oh.
in to really shut it down.
Oh.
Like, and I'm like, they're upset. I'm like, you think I'm about to have three now, three school age now. You think that's what I want to do?
Mm-mm.
No, no, I don't like them that much. No, I don't. But I know what I have to do, and it is what it is. When everything is so foobarred, you do what you have to do. So, like, suck it up and figure it out. You know what I mean?
So
But
you're schooling from home, which is different from homeschooling.
yes,
So part of your curriculum is anywhere in there learning the ins and outs of Sprinter vans. Is any of that part? Because I know they're too young to
no,
drive, but
no.
they can
But
load up. They can load
the
up.
coding programs to be able to put up the latest styles on the Amazon web pages.
There you
You
go.
know what I mean? One
Okay.
or the other, either coding or driving, either one. So
Okay.
yes,
Makes
you
sense.
can build the site.
Software
One or the
development.
other.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take it.
yeah.
What's up?
So
That's what's up. All right.
it is
Well, I
what it is.
appreciate you stopping by as always. It's always a pleasure.
Appreciate it.
You get sweet.
You watching you starting in the DNC tonight, the Democratic Convention tonight? Are you in on
Oh,
it?
oh, I forgot all about that. That's
In it? Yeah.
virtual, right? So we're
Yes,
part
it's
of
all
the
virtual.
audience, and yeah, I don't
Don't.
know if I'm gonna make that.
Oh
I
no, you have to.
yeah,
You have to.
I watch
First of all,
Michelle
Michelle is
Obama.
at the Mia, she's at the end. But I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna go. John Kasich, he's speaking tonight, right? He's the Republicans for Biden, right? And he's supposed to have this really big, what's that?
Republicans for Biden.
Oh, honey, it's a whole. You joking, right?
Well, wait a minute. First of all, did you honey me?
Oh yes, I did.
Yeah, that's you
I
gave
did.
me the
Like
girl,
it's a whole
bitch.
thing. Like it's
You
a
did?
whole thing.
Yeah,
It's a whole thing
and they're
because
speaking. No, I
it giggles me
missed
up. Oh,
that.
it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's like Governor Kasich, Carly Fiorina is in it. They have like the former. It's a whole
I
thing.
saw Giuliani's daughter came out today talking about she's supporting Biden Harris. So is that a thing? Is
At
she one of
all,
those?
right? Yeah.
Oh,
I will say this. So Kasich is saying that he's got a big endorsement coming tonight from Biden. So my money, I've been sitting and thinking of this, and I think it's John Boehner
ooh,
and
where's
money
he
to
been?
see this, and
Where's
I
he been?
think this is going to be very interesting. Yes,
Where's Boehner been?
he, cultivating a weed farm in Ohio.
Really?
Yes,
I used to hate his guts.
yeah, didn't we all?
Yeah, and that's
Didn't
why
we all?
I don't like
Sitting
getting.
behind as he turned red as President Obama spoke,
Yeah,
all
that's
those
why I
things.
don't like getting
It
wrapped up
was,
in the politics because it's all a game anyway. But I feel
mm,
like when I get that much into it, it's problematic because I'm like, this is a person whose job it was to antagonize me,
yeah.
and now he's just a chill business owner in Ohio, like
Well,
nothing ever happened. Like you
the
didn't ruin lives.
he's set all of this in motion. But the last time the Pope came to town at the end of Obama's presidency, I think he saw what he had set into motion, and I
Mhm.
think he honestly had his come to Jesus moment, and he realized what he had done,
Mm.
and he just left. He just left for whether that's good or bad, and in the middle. But I think he realized, okay, my hatred caused something that's about to be bad, irretrievably broken at
Yeah, I
this.
mean, Tea Party point of origin is you. You're the source.
Yes,
You are the
yeah,
one, Boehner.
yeah. You could in the State of the Union, you could physically see as he got redder and redder and redder, sitting behind President Obama, and it was almost like the hate of the nation
Yeah,
rising in his face. And he
yeah.
caused it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So, but I'm interested to see if that's who it is
If
tonight.
that's what it is. It's
Mm.
either him or Anthony Weiner. One or the other. I mean,
Isn't he in jail?
he might be.
He's in jail, where he should be.
Pizzagate. All right. Well, there it is. Hey, what time does that happen? Because now I got to watch.
I don't know. And oh yeah, all your people, Saturday, out in the League Harlem Chamber, I'm hosting a behind the scenes for the Harlem Fashion Week team. It's Harlem Week is going on up here in New York, and Usually we're doing the big fashion shows with all the designers, and so this year I am hosting a great behind the scenes piece with the fashion team from Harlem Week. So it'll be this Saturday, and it's like airing on like local little New York channels or whatever. So
Okay.
between 2 to 4, so it'll be pretty cool.
So put the link in the chat before you leave.
Yeah, I
If you
will
can.
do.
And when
Will do.
and then after it airs, can I play the video on here? Can we play it on here?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah. It's a really fun piece.
All right, there it is. So we're gonna do research, do our Googles, and find out when the DNC starts and what
I
channel
think like 7.
or what platform, and then yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good to go.
Thanks,
Indie
sir.
ladies and gentlemen.
Later.
All right. Always a pleasure. The big homie. All right. Wiener's on parole. Is he? Wiener's on parole. Yeah. Ask how to do the talking animation thingy. What is that? Oh, from last week. Somebody, man, I got to go back to that video because somebody responded after I played it, and I couldn't find it after that. The Jamel Hill thing. I played it. Somebody was like, "Well, this is the link I do," and I seen the link fly up in the chat, and I wasn't able to retrieve it. Real quick though, before we step up out of here, I also wanted to talk about. I was waiting for the letter carrier, but some good news, man. I heard Frank Ski, right? If you don't know, DC area radio personality, Atlanta area radio legend, and Baltimore area legendary club DJ. He was talking this week. I don't know if you know WAP, right? Where that buzzer. The song in the back, the little melody is from an old club song, Baltimore club song, not house, Baltimore club song. Is some horse in this house? Is some horse in this house? If you see upon him, right? That's Frank Ski. So he announced today that he gets credited as a co-writer on the song because he produced the beat that they're using. He said that song got 91 million streams in a week. All right, so let's do some quick math. Some of y'all smarter than me, so I had to do this on a calculator. I have some stuff on the internet, on Spotify. When it plays, I get between 1 and 2 cents per play. Sometimes less than a cent per play. So on some basic math on somebody who's been doing music for nearly 30 years, they probably got a decent deal. They can negotiate what their credited items or works can get. So let's go low end. Let's go low end. He's not a part of the current hit record, but his song is 91 million streams. Let's say he got a penny a stream. Carry one, 91 million times 0.01 is it's 910,000. That's almost $1 million for a song he did probably in his bedroom 30 years ago. 91 million streams in a week for Wet Ass Pussy. No. This is more fitting. This is for the rest of us. 91 million streams. Unbelievable. It just amazing. Shout out to him. He was gloating on the radio today. I know what he looked like, and I know the address of where he worked. I just need to know what time the brother gets off. That's what I need to know. What time he get off? Hey, Frank. So, quick story. John, you'll love this. A few years ago, he was in D.C., and it was him and Mo Ivory. It was Frank Ski, Mo Ivory, and Joe Claire. Joe Claire left the show to do his own morning show. I made some calls. I was like, hey, you need a comedian? Hey, bop, bop, bop. So he brought me in for an audition, sight unseen. WHUR, I enjoy it, but their audience is a little bit older, so much so that on the I did 3 days. So much so that on the wall, they say, This is your audience. It's like a sign talking to the person that's talking to give you a feel that you're on the mic. This is your audience. She is 51 years old. She's college educated. She probably runs her own business. She has 2.7 kids. She finances a vehicle. This is like written in the studio to give you. So when you're talking, radio, they teach you to talk to one person. So in radio, for the sake of ratings, that's who I'm talking to, right? So Frank is older. Mo Ivory was older. Joe Claire was older. I was not. So I'm in there, funny, ha ha. Ha ha. I was like, hey, Frankie Beverly, otherwise known as Cranky Beverly, because he don't like to sing no more, right? I'm blaspheming on the airways. So anyway, that's context. So off air, me and Frank talking, because I was like, I went to college in Baltimore, and I remember Doo-Doo Brown, there's some whores in his house. I remember those were the club bangers or whatever. So I seen, I was like, yo, we talking about beats and da-da-da. And he said his son was 15 at the time. It was about 5 years ago. 15 at the time. And he was trying to get him into beats. And man, if y'all got kids, college age, can't figure out what they want to do, it's that Sprinter van for Amazon. Make sure they get their vest game up. Or making goddamn beats. I shit you not. Making beats. Because there's this hip-hop industry that no matter how trash you think it ain't going no place, and it's still a lot of money in it. Not for the artists, for the producers. So put that in your thumbtack and pin that to the board. Make them beats. A penny a stream, 91 million streams in a week would probably net him roughly $900,000. So shout out to Frank Ski. Shout out to Frank Ski. Where's the applause? We almost had it. There we go. All right. Case the joint. Yeah, we're going to go over WHUR. Case the joint. I know where you work, Frank, and call up and be like, Frank, come outside. Come outside, Frank. And he'd be like, where we going? We're going down in the valley where the girls get naked. All right. We coming to the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen. Around this time, we always like to leave on a lesson, man, in the segment we like to call Hi Dad. And we get a word from an elder.
Happy everyday, brothers and sisters. This is Alpha Papa with today's reflection. Groceries online. We have not been inside a grocery store since the first week of March. We know how the stores are set up for social distancing protocols. My wife and I order groceries online despite the social distancing protocols in the stores. During the first 3 months of the quarantine, we had the food delivered to us or a friend would pick up the order for us. Our anxiety level has gone down to the point that we can pick up the groceries ourselves. However, not to the point where we go back to the actual shopping at a store. Those days are put on hold for a while. Prices of groceries have also gone up and portions are smaller. So we have downsized on our online ordering. We would like to thank all of our friends and neighbors that have helped us during this difficult time. Remember, this too shall pass. Peace and blessings to all. Alpha Papa signing off.
And there it is, folks. That's the end. Brings us to the end of the show. Hey, Roland Martin, man, we appreciate you for standing by. We'll try to get you on a future show. Everybody else, Cash App, $ Lamont King 06, $1 if you can. And if you don't, it's all good. We'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing, right here in the Drunken Fruit Studios.
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad efficient.
All right. And everybody else, y'all be safe, man. Stay out of trouble. See you in a minute.
Man, I'm just working, man.
I know what my audience like. I did some independent films with Master P. A lot of those movies did really well.
I'm ambitious. I'm a hustler. I have my own lane.
That's the thing about comedy. You wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.